Hey guys, it's Mike here from the Board Game BBQ podcast. Today, I'm bringing you a teach and a playthrough of Marvel United's Return of the Sinister Six. It's a expansion for the Marvel United game. It's an expansion that still plays with 2 to 4 players. I recommend 4, I think. It's a very, very good game. In this playthrough, I've done it with 2 players against all the Sinister Six characters. I just want to make a mention that in this playthrough, when I'm actually teaching the game, I've referred to things from the base game, just this plain old Marvel United. So just keep in mind when I'm referring to a few things, I've taught the game with understanding. You've most likely played the base. So if you haven't played the base yet, have read the rules or watch a video that explains the base game. That way you'll understand this video a bit better. But it was a lot of fun playing. Have a look and see how he went against Doc Ock and his friends. Hey guys, welcome to Marvel United Return of the Sinister Six. So we're going to do a bit of a setup, a bit of a playthrough and a rule teach so you can see what this version's all about. It is definitely a lot of fun. In this game, we have Doc Ock, who's decided that he's sick of all the heroes uniting and defeating the villains, 4 on 1. So he's decided to bring some friends along, and they're gonna fight as a team and change the game up a little bit. And it's gonna be now 2 heroes versus 6 villains at once. So I'll start by setting up and showing you how it sort of changes the game a little bit. So we'll move the box. So when you play the game, you're going to start with this board over here. Now each villain has a different ability and all the villains are going to be in the board at the same time. So let's maybe go through who they all are and what they do. So first we have Doc Ock. Bring that out a little bit. So Dr. Octopus, when he moves around the board, he's going to bam automatically every time, and he's going to place a crisis token in the location. Then he will deal 1 damage to each hero in all locations with any crisis tokens. So he's going to be planting crisis tokens around the board, and if we happen to be in those areas when he bams, we're going to get some damage. Now we'll be playing with 2 people today. I've got my girlfriend here today, give me a hand.
Hello.
So it's going to be 2 of us, so Doc Ock is going to get 2 health on this board today. Because there's 2 of us playing. If there's 3, he'll get 3 health, and 4 will get 4. Actually, before we put things on there, this is the one hard part about the game if you're all playing on one side of the table. All these things are in different directions, so it does help if you can turn it as you play. I've sort of taken some photos so I can refer to just to confirm all the rules. We'll go over it all one by one, but we'll rotate them around at the moment. Then we've got Vulture. Now Vulture is also going to bam every time that he moves. Now Vulture has a little special thing stated here. So when Vulture would take damage, if he has any thugs or civilians tokens on his location, ignore any damage he would take this turn and move those tokens to this location. The way he collects people is with his BAM effect. So if there are any thugs or civilians in Vulture's location, move all of them onto this dashboard. So we're going to move them all here, and then if and when he's able to take damage, he's going to drop them all. So think of him collecting all these people in his arms, flying up in the air. We hit him and he's going to drop them all in one location. So he's going to really cause the overflow effect to happen, which we'll go over in a moment. Then we have Electro. So Electro, when he bams, is going to deal 1 damage to each hero in both locations adjacent to Electro. Okay, so not in his location, but if he's in between 2 different heroes, he's going to damage us both. Okay? Then we've got Sandman. Now Sandman's a bit of a tough one because Sandman gains 1 health every time he bams, and he can go above his starting value. So until we can start hurting him, every time that Sandman activates, he's just going to get more and more health. Okay, so he can accumulate quite a bit. He starts with 2, but that's going to get a lot larger. And he can deal 1 damage to each hero in his location as well. So not only does he gain health, he causes damage also. Then we have Craven with his little spear here. Craven's going to deal 2 damage to the first lone hero. Going clockwise from Kraven's location. If there are no lone heroes, add 2 civilians to Kraven's location instead. So basically you're going to look around the board in a clockwise fashion, and the first hero by himself, so if we're not together at all times, he's going to attack the first one of us that's by ourselves. Okay? And he hits us for 2. So that's a lot of damage when you start with 3 health. Okay? And last but not least, we have Mysterio. So Mysterio is going to give 1 crisis token to each hero in Mysterio's location. Then if we look at the other special rule here, heroes with any crisis tokens must play their hero card randomly on their turn. Then they discard 1 crisis token. So basically think of it, he's gotten into your head and you don't know what move you're going to do. So when we move after he's placed a crisis token on us, we're going to look at the back of our cards and shuffle them and play the next card randomly. So it's a lot more difficult. Now in this particular game, it does play differently and set up differently to the others. So in this game, we do not use the mission guide or the mission cards. We don't use villain dashboards. We're going to use this Sinister Six dashboard here. We don't use threat cards, and we're going to be playing 6 villains at once. So this is how we set it up. So in this game, before we can attack the villains, we need to find their weak spots. So these cards here are the weak spots for the villains. So on the back of them, they have things like this. So to get Mysterios, we have to do a punch and 2 heroic actions. Doc Ock requires a punch, a move, and a heroic action. We'll do... Oh, I think I gave Mysterios over here, sorry. We've got Vulture, heroic action, 2 movements. We've got Electro, a punch, a heroic action, and a movement. Kraven is a punch and 2 heroic actions. And we're going to have Sandman, which is a punch, a heroic action, and a movement. So we're going to need to actually spend these. So when we're on the same tile as these characters, we're going to need to spend those actions to unlock their weak spots. Once we fulfill that, we're going to remove that, and then we can actually make them vulnerable to damage and try to KO them. Okay? So in this one, we're going to get some of the basic player boards here, the locations, give them a bit of a shuffle, then start placing them. So I'm going to place 1 around each area. So to do these weak spots, lost my microphone. To do these weak spots, we're going to have to be in the same location as the enemy. Okay. All right. So hopefully you can all see that. Now, what they recommend in this game is to put the enemies on the actual location special abilities, because whenever a enemy, a villain is on one of these locations, the special ability is not available to us. So to remind you of that, they recommend that we put them in these spots here. So it doesn't matter what order we put them in, we sort of put them around half the board in this way. And as I said before, we're going to be giving 2 health to each of these villains. Give me a bit of a hand there. Now, on my first play of this, a common thing that we were getting a little mixed up with was when we were able to attack the villains, which pile to remove it from. So it's something you want to make a bit clear from the start. Just put that over there, that's fine. We'll move them around. So I think we'll do to the left of the card. So Doc Ock's will be these ones here. I'm not sure if that's correct or not, but they all look like they're really on the line. So I think it's up to us to make that decision. But they all start with 2 health because there's 2 of us playing. Now, today I've decided to play as Vision. Who have you decided to play as?
I am playing as the Punisher.
Awesome. Now these come from the extra Kickstarter box that came with this game. So we've got a few extra people to play with. I've not played with Vision before. Have you played with Punisher?
No, I actually haven't played with Punisher.
Alright. So
good.
I've not had a look at his special abilities yet. I want it to be a bit of a surprise. But we're going to give them a bit of a shuffle and get them ready. Okay. Now, in this game, the way that the villains move around is also a bit interesting. So the villains have this deck here. So it's the Return of the Sinister Six deck. Now, I'll see if I can zoom in a little bit on that. Hopefully we get some focusing happening. Now, in this deck, it has all the villains on it. Okay? So I'll do this so you can see as well. I'll give you an example card to look at.
Thank you.
So what's going to happen is, when we play one of these cards, the top 2 villains that have not been KO'd are going to activate. So on this card that I'm holding up to the camera right now, if Doc Ock has been taken out of the game already, then Sandman and Vulture will go because they're the next 2 available. So the top 2 villains that are available will move once clockwise. They will bam and do their bam effects on the board. The first villain will place a thug in their area, and the second villain will put a civilian in their area. Okay, so every time, at least 2 of them are going to move at once. It's quite difficult, and it makes it very, very interesting. So I've got to zoom back out here. Now, another difference from the main game. So you may remember that in the main game, we start by us playing 3 cards, then the enemy plays 1, and vice versa until we make them weaker. Well, the villains are already under pressure on here, so they're going to go after every 2 of our turns.
Do we have any chance of winning?
Not really, but that's what makes it a bit exciting, I think. So we're going to try our very, very best. So it makes it, quite interesting. I might need a stand for this to reach around the table, but that's fine. I think that's all the rules. Oh, sorry, overflow effect we haven't touched on yet, and the KO effect. So in the other game, if any of us KO, the villains would bam again. That doesn't happen in this one. In this one, when a hero is KO'd, no extra bam effect happens, but instead we play one of the master plan cards down face down. So basically, this deck is a timer. If we run out of cards or the villains run out of cards, they win.
Right.
So basically, if we get KO'd, we have to play one of these cards down, which gives us less time to defeat them. Also, if we overflow, so if 1 or more thug or civilian token cannot be added to a location, draw another master plan card and add it face down in the storyline.
So, no chance of winning, basically.
It makes it a bit interesting and difficult. We actually played it last time, we were 1 punch away from winning and knocking them all out.
And that was with 3 people?
That was with 3 people.
Okay.
So they got a bit less life this time, but let's see how that affects us.
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
No, you've taught it very well, thank you.
It makes a bit of sense?
Yeah, it does. Playing the original one, I already kind of understand it anyway.
Exactly. It changes the game enough to make it a lot more interesting.
Yeah.
Also, as always, we need to add some people to the board to start with. I might give you a few of them if you can help on that side, please.
Thank you.
So yeah, this version gives it a lot of variability. It's very exciting. And it's very, very hard. I've seen a lot of people mention they've played it multiple times and had lots of losses. I'd love you to comment in the comment section and let me know how you've gone when you've played it. How many people did you play with? How close did you get? Have you beat it yet? I'm not sure if I've actually spoken to anyone that has beaten it yet. Hopefully we can get a win today. You look very confident.
Confidence is at 1%.
Awesome, awesome. So, now, we might not be able to get all our play cards in view. We'll see how we go. I'll start from maybe this end and we'll work our way around.
Sure.
Unfortunately, I don't have the amazing playmat. I made a mistake and didn't purchase it in the Kickstarter, and I do regret it.
Wasn't your comment, I don't think I need it?
I'm trying to save money, and I regret it. I regret it.
Hopefully you can find one somewhere.
So we're giving the Return of the Sinister Six deck.
If you have a spare playmat, please comment.
Also, we start on this side here. So once again, wherever the enemies are not, when at the end of our turn, we still activate these special location areas, which will read out when we actually activate them.
Yep.
Okay. So first, we're going to play a card from the Sinister Six because they go first. Because you know why not?
Yep.
So the first card, Craven and Vulture are going to go one clockwise. So let's put that over here to start with. So we got Craven and Vulture. So Craven's going to go one round. Now Craven deals 2 damage to the first lone hero. There are none, which means instead he's going to put 2 people in the location, which is great. It's great news.
And then Vulture?
Vulture is going to go one around as well.
Yep.
And Vulture, as I said before, is going to pick some people up. So if there's any tokens in Vulture's area, he's going to pick them all up. So he's going to move them onto the dashboard.
Sure.
So he's collecting people. Okay. So now it's our turn, which is awesome. I'll go first if that's okay with you.
Sure.
So in this game, we get 3 cards. And we get to choose one of our cards. Now you might not be able to see them. I'll hold them over here so we can see what we're working with. So there's not a whole lot we can do just yet. So I don't have any moves. I can use some wild actions to maybe get a move in, and that'll help you out as well. The closest guy to me is Vulture, so I can maybe get to him and get one of his weak spots underway. So I'm going to do that, I think. So we're going to spend our wilds nice and early, and we're going to put, I think I'm going to put a move action on him, because moves at the moment are pretty important. So one of the moves have been completed. So now you get to play your card, and you get to use my actions plus your actions.
Fantastic. Okay, so I have 3 cards here. So I have a heroic action, a punch and a move, and then also a precision shot. So it's 4 punches against a single enemy. Damage you deal this turn can't be cancelled or reduced.
Wow.
So I might leave that for now.
Hold on to that. That's an amazing card.
Definitely. So I can do a heroic action and then 2 wilds. So what I might do, if you can place my card down for me, thank you so much, kind sir. I might move.
So using one of my wilds to move?
Yes.
Yep. You might want to move your guy.
Sorry.
Oh, I didn't move, did I?
No, you didn't. I did think about that. So I'm going to move. That's one of my wilds. I'm going to place a heroic action.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to place another move as well, so that it opens up.
Fantastic.
Vulture's
So we
spot.
can take all this off because we filled them all up.
Perfect.
And Vulture is now susceptible to damage. Now, if we can get him sooner than later,
Smash him out.
let's smash him. Get him. All right, well, that's actually really good because Vulture was a big problem last time.
Oh, was he? Okay.
So, look, they're all big problems, really.
They are, yep.
So, hopefully we can get him down real quick and get those 2 punches in and he stops collecting people. All right, cool. So now it's the Sinister Six's turn. And we have Sandman and Vulture going once clockwise and activating the BAM effects.
Okay, so let's do Sandman first.
Yeah.
So once clockwise.
Yeah. Now he does the damage to each of us, which is amazing.
Fantastic.
So we have 3 cards in our hand.
Yep.
And actually, you know what? I keep doing this wrong. So we have 2. So we draw at the start of our turn.
Right, I keep forgetting
So
about that.
right now, we're going to take a damage by choosing one of our cards and putting it under our deck.
Yep.
I want my punch, I think, so I'm going to put my heroic action under my deck.
Do I leave my precision shot? I think I will.
You want to hold on to that. That's a really good shot.
Yeah.
That's a really good one.
But the Vulture's going to move.
That'll be good for Sandman eventually because he's going to have a bunch of health. If you can hold on to that, that'll be amazing.
Okay.
But let's see if you can.
I'll hold on to it and I'll get rid of the other one.
Okay, so that's our 1 damage from him.
Yep.
And because he's amazing, he gets another health.
Oh, great.
So this is why we need that precision shot from you eventually.
Yep.
And we also have Vision. Vulture.
Yeah.
Vulture's activated.
So Vulture moves clockwise?
Yeah. Picks up this guy over here.
Fantastic.
Was that all he did? I keep forgetting about him. Yes, that's all he does for now. All right, cool.
Okay.
So now it's our turn again.
Yep.
So I pick up a card. I got a Solar Gem Blast. Add punches at the bottom of the last 4 hero cards in the storyline. Deal that much damage to a single enemy in your location. At the bottom of the 4 last hero cards in the storyline.
I think you got that one a bit too early.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well, I want to punch Vulture. And if I put this down, I'll technically have multiple punches to do on him, but it'll give you nothing to do on your turn.
Yeah. I think maybe, can you save that one? What's the other card that you have?
I've got 1 punch.
Okay.
So we can do 1 punch to him.
Yeah, save that card, I think.
Alright, 1 punch to Vulture. And we said to the left, so we've got to remove that from him.
Yep.
He's got 1 punch left, and that was my turn. Oh, sorry, no, we're not with Vulture anymore. Vulture moved away. Sorry, I'm forgetting what we're doing here. And I can't move. Oh, goodness.
No, you can't do anything.
I can't do anything, can I?
Oh.
What are you going to be able to do in your turn? If I give you a punch, can you get there? So
I can't move. The card that I just picked up is a heroic action, so it doesn't do much for me right now. I really need a move.
Yeah, I've got nothing. I've got nothing to do.
Oh no.
So that's going to do nothing for me.
So what happens now? If there's nothing we can do, are we still meant to put cards down?
We're just going to waste some cards, which you know we can afford to do. It's awesome.
Great. Yeah. So this is how we lose.
Yeah. Cool. So just got to pick which card you want to get rid of.
I might get rid of my heroic action. Thank you.
Oh man, what a waste. This is the harder part, I think, with playing with 2 people because you have less options.
Yeah.
But it makes it challenging and that makes it interesting. So let's do another master plan card. So moving twice clockwise is Mysterio and Vulture, because Vulture hasn't moved enough yet. So Mysterio moves first. You know what? One moment. We keep forgetting. We've got to remember to do this, guys. Every time they move, they're putting people down. So he moved first before, didn't he? He moved second. So he put down that one, and we've got one of these over here. Okay?
Okay.
So
Mysterio?
Mysterio moves twice.
This is Mysterio, correct?
Yes, it's Mysterio.
1, 2.
Okay, so then let's do it properly. So he bams.
Yep.
So he gives us both, because he lands on us, one of these amazing crisis tokens. So you take 1. Oh.
Thank you.
And I take 1. Which is awesome because we might waste our favorite card next because we don't know what we're going to be using, which is great. And then next moving clockwise is Vulture. So he's going to move twice.
He's very active this game.
He's a fly. He's got these wings. He just likes to get around. He's going to bam, which means he's picking up all these folks here. Yeah, so wherever he lands, he's going to cause an overflow effect and waste a card for us, which is great news. We're excited to see it happen. And not forgetting that Mysterio moved first. He's placing a thug. And then Vulture moved second. He's placing a civilian.
Okay.
Righto, so now draw our card. Oh man, these are both good cards and we're going to waste one. So since Mysterio's given us this crisis token, I'm going to shuffle my 2 cards without seeing them and play one randomly. Ah, man, that's scary. And it's my good one. Oh no. So it gives you nothing to work off, unfortunately. But, actually, no. Add a punch at the bottom of the last 4 hero cards in the storyline. So all these have an extra punch on them, which maybe works better for some characters because we can only work off the last one. So I get to get rid of this crisis token now. You have a punch to work with, which isn't going to do much if you can't get to Vulture. So now you got to put your cards upside down and give them a shuffle.
You're going to make me play the correct way?
Yeah, I know.
Look at me. I'm playing the right way, not cheating or anything. Let's do it again.
What are you doing?
Okay, choosing this one.
Oh no!
So it's my precision shot that has been selected. I can't do anything.
So what you can do, and what I could have done as well without thinking about it, is hit the thugs. It's something, it gets them off. Doesn't do much for us other than clearing it up. And we can't really do anything else, can we? No. Awesome.
We get rid of our crisis token, don't we?
We do. We get to know what we're doing next. Cool beans. So we're going to go again. So Electro and Vulture again. So Electro is going to move twice around.
1, 2.
Yep, put him on that little section there. So Electro was the one that attacks on either side of him, and we're on the other side, aren't we?
Yes, deals 1 damage to each hero in both locations adjacent to Electro.
This is awesome. So I think we get knocked out.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So oh goodness. So getting knocked out means 2 of these go down. But we get to draw, if I'm not mistaken, looking at the rule book of the proper game, when we get KO'd, when we wake back up on the next shot, we draw up to 4 cards.
Oh, cool.
So
That would be
it's not good, but it helps us a little bit.
Yep.
So we both get knocked out, which means both our turns pass.
Yep. Also, we have only done Electro, we haven't done Vulture yet.
Ah, yeah, even better.
So
he picks up all
1,
these people.
2.
Yep. And oh man, look at this. Well, where Electro lands, we can't add a person, which means
Electro's already moved.
oh, it wasn't Electro. Sorry. All right, that's cool.
No, we're good.
So he puts a guy down.
Yep.
We're gonna put that down there.
And then Vulture moved into that same
It's a
spot.
thug first.
Yep, thug first, and then a civilian.
Great. All right, so now it's us. So our existing card goes to the bottom of our deck.
Yep.
And we're going to draw 4 more.
Kind of helpful.
Yeah. I've got nothing crazy. Some pretty average actions here.
Ooh.
But Vulture is closer now. He's in arm's reach.
I'm just secretly reading one of my cards.
That's
and I'm
okay.
very excited about it.
You're excited?
Yes.
I'm excited that you're excited. All right, Electro. Where's Electro on this sheet here? All right, so can you punch?
I will be able to, yes.
Cool. So
Potentially.
I'm going to play this card here, which lets me move and do a heroic action. Actually, sorry, no, not yet. We got a bit excited there. We got a bit excited. So that was our 2 turns getting past.
Oh, right, okay.
So which means they get to go again.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, it's amazing. So Dr. Octopus is going to move twice. Oh man, this is painful. Dr. Octopus moves twice.
1, 2.
Yep. And he's going to put a crisis token on our area and do a damage to both of us.
Great.
So let's get one of our cards. Now, I'm not sure if we've done this right because we probably shouldn't have picked up cards yet. But we ignore all effects. Okay, when we're KO'd, while we're KO'd, so technically we're still asleep, we're KO'd, we ignore all positive and negative effects.
Okay.
So it puts a crisis token on the location, then hurts everybody in the location, but because we're already knocked out, you can't hurt us anymore.
Yep.
Okay, so that doesn't do much to us.
Yep.
But that location is now a bit dangerous.
Okay.
All right. And he puts down a thug.
Yep. And then the next move
Craven.
is Craven.
Let's go over here.
So 1, 2.
Yeah.
So many villains in one location.
So Craven deals 2 damage to a lone guy, which we can't get damage anyway.
Yep.
But
He puts down
2 civilians. Actually, he probably puts down a civilian anyway, and then another 2 civilians for his action because he can't hurt us.
Cool.
So this is amazing.
Okay.
We're doing great. Now we wake up and we have 4 cards to choose from. And we're in a nice busy area here as well.
Very busy.
Which is very interesting. So I'm still going to do what I was doing before.
Yep.
Because if we can knock one out, it's going to start helping us. So I'm going to do a move and a heroic action. So I'm going to move over here.
Yep, perfect.
And I'm going to do a heroic action over here.
Awesome. So the card that I've picked up is a special ops training. You can move to any location and do 2 punches there, and also there's a move.
Oh, that's
underneath.
awesome. That's really cool.
What I'm going to do is move Mr. Punisher over to Vulture.
Yep.
I'm
Punch him?
going to punch him, yep. So that kills him basically.
Yep.
Yep. See you
KO.
later. He's flying over.
Vulture down.
Vulture down, and then
So Vulture's down.
Yeah.
So Vulture was over here.
Yep.
He
what happens
drops all these guys there. So let's just
great.
yeah, let's just fill this up.
Oh no.
So we may have had a little bit of a pause there with the camera issue. So if we missed what happened, we moved Punisher over this way to discard a crisis token, and so Doc Ock isn't as dangerous anymore.
And we also killed Mr. Vulture.
Yes.
Just in case that was missed.
We're not too sure when the camera stopped recording, our apologies. So it's our turn again now. No, it's their turn because that was a wasted card. It's now their turn to move. So we're gonna have Doc Ock move twice and Mysterio. So Doc Ock is coming over here. I think he's not happy with what you just did. So he's placing a crisis token to you.
He doesn't like
and punching you one. So you're gonna have to discard a card.
Okay.
And put it to the bottom of your deck.
So I can choose the card that I'm discarding?
Yes.
Okay,
you can.
so I'm just gonna have a look at all my cards.
Is that your deck? Why is this one up?
Oh, sorry,
No,
my
that's not
bad.
your deck.
Discard, look at my cards. Oh no, they're all so helpful.
Yeah.
I might just get rid of one of the punches because
Single
I have
punch?
a few more sitting here, which I think are quite
You're very
good.
punchy, aren't you?
Yeah.
Cool.
So I'm putting him at the bottom of my deck.
Awesome.
There we go.
Awesome. So, and who's moving? So he puts
Mysterio.
down one of these.
Yep, and then Mysterio moves.
Yeah, he's coming after you as well.
Great.
He's going to confuse you.
Oh no.
Yeah, you get a crisis token and you have to play blindly next. So hopefully pick the right one, but I don't think he damages you from memory, does he?
And then he puts down a civilian as well.
Yeah. Civilian. We need to work on emptying up some of these because that's just going to make the game go a lot faster, and it's not too good. Not too good. Alright, so it's my turn. I pick up a card and I need to decide what I'm going to do. So where am I? Electro is pretty weak at the moment. If I can do a punch on him, we can open him up to some damage. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a punch and heroic action. So I do a punch here, which gets rid of this.
Perfect.
So he's now susceptible to damage. And my heroic action is getting one of these guys off.
Cool. Okay, so I've just picked up a card.
You didn't get to choose your cards.
Oh,
Yeah,
but I still get to pick up a card.
Yeah, you still get to pick up a card.
Oh,
You look on the back.
I don't like this.
Yeah. It's hard. No one said it was easy.
Oh, look at that. I picked up the card I wanted.
Oh, that's good.
So I have heavy firepower. So I can do 2 punches in any location and then a punch in both adjacent ones.
Oh, that's cool.
So I think that's really cool because it doesn't need to be in my location. That means I can punch... Oh, hold on.
Oh, 2 punch in any location.
Yeah, correct. So I can
that's really cool.
punch 2 punches into Electro and that means it kills him?
Yeah.
Perfect.
KOs.
KO,
We don't
sorry.
kill people here.
Sorry, we KO them.
We knock them out.
So he's knocked out.
Yeah.
Good night.
He's down.
See you later.
Booyah, 2 down.
And then a punch in both adjacent ones. So is that in the adjacent ones to this
Nah, that'll be
location here?
adjacent to you.
Okay,
Which would be good if there was some thugs there.
That's fine, but I can do this, can't I?
No, you have to punch them in their location.
Okay.
So it does nothing, that part, unfortunately.
that's
but
okay.
look, still,
But look,
punching
we've
him
got rid
out,
of one of them.
it's one less guy to worry about.
Yep.
So that was pretty cool. That was well done.
That's my turn.
So, next we have Doc Ock and Electro going one clockwise. So, Doc Ock goes over here.
Why don't they ever go anti-clockwise?
Does a crisis. Now, you've got a crisis location in your area,
Yep.
which means you're taking a hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have to take one card and put it at the bucket back at the bottom of my pile?
That's correct.
Cool. Can I look at the cards?
Yeah, you can look at these.
I will choose the one punch.
Making that side of the board a bit dangerous. And he puts down a thug. And then who else is going?
Electro.
Electro, who's
is
knocked
dead.
out.
Yes.
Then
Oh,
Mysterio.
crap. It's the next one. Mysterio.
Mysterio goes.
Yep.
And he doesn't really do much because
he
there's no one to confuse.
He puts down one civilian.
Yeah. That's what he does.
Cool.
Awesome. Cool beans.
Next.
So, I get to draw a
I
card.
think we're doing better than I thought we would be doing this time.
There's still, look, Sandman hasn't gone a lot, so if we can get him soon and avoid him getting a bunch of health, that'll be amazing. I'm close to both of them. So this is the thing. Your card was awesome, but I got nothing to work with anymore. So I only get to do whatever my card does.
Sorry, kind sir.
That's okay. Oh man. I can do a wild, which helps you do whatever you want on your next turn.
Yep.
I can do 2 heroic actions. I can do a move and a heroic action.
Where are you right now? Yeah.
So I can do a heroic action on Sandman. The move will probably help you, and a heroic action can potentially get rid of a civilian in that area, and it'll help start breaking down Sandman, because otherwise there's not much I can do.
Yep.
I think I'd rather save the wild for something better.
Oh, I can get rid of my crisis token from before.
I'll put vision down.
Sorry.
You're alright.
Thank you. Just throwing things.
You're okay. And I'm going to move this way. And I'm going to do the heroic action on Sandman. And so one of those is sorted out.
Awesome.
Cool. What are you going to do?
Cool beans, as you say. So I've just picked up two wilds.
Oh.
So I have 2 wilds and 2 punches.
That's pretty cool.
I think that's quite excellent, to be honest. So I think, so I have to do your previous move. So a move and a heroic action. Can I do it in any order? Or do I have to do it in that
No,
order?
you can do it in whatever order you like.
Okay. So I might do 2 wilds. What we'll do is we will go here. So with the crisis token, can you just go through what that means for me? Can I?
So when Dr. Octopus activates next,
Yep.
if you're standing in an area that has a crisis token on it, it'll do a damage on you.
Oh, that's okay. I'll just
Yeah, you just keep taking
KO.
punches.
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. So I've just moved, and I'm going to place a heroic action on Dr. Octopus, please.
Yep.
And then I have 2 wilds. So you know what? Let's put the 2 wilds here.
Oh.
So that we can start working on Dr. Octopus.
Okay.
Do you think that's a good idea?
I think that's fine.
Cool.
It helps me with my next turn.
Yep.
So
Let's do it.
He is now susceptible to some damage.
Kill him.
All right.
Sorry, not kill. KO.
KO. We don't kill people here. All right. I just picked up a new card. What's this? Intangibility.
Intangibility.
Intangibility? That's what I said. You cannot take any damage until the beginning of your next turn.
That's really handy.
But all it does is give me a move.
But you know what? I've just gone, and we need the Sinister Six to go first. Not you.
Yes. Well, I'm excited and I want to do stuff. Let's see what they do. So moving around, we have Mysterio and Craven. So they're moving twice. So Mysterio's moving around. Doesn't do much, but adds a thug.
Cool. And then Craven.
Yep. Ah, no. So Craven's our good friend that does 2 damage to the first lone hero going clockwise.
Yay,
Bam,
me.
bam, bam. So how much health do you have at the moment?
Oh no, I have one.
1.
Oh, 1 health.
Yeah. So that's going at the bottom of your deck?
Yep.
And
That's
you're knocked
okay.
out. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, man.
I'm all about getting knocked out in this game.
And he overflows this area.
Excellent.
Which, yeah, we're not doing too great with that overflow. It's harder with less people because...
Stay positive, Mike.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
in good spirits.
That's good. That's good that one of us is. That's awesome. So... Are you finding... You see, I don't know what your next cards are yet because you can't draw yet. So... I'm almost tempted to do a wild again.
Yep. So do you get to use my wild from the
Yeah,
last?
I get to use your 2 wilds.
I think I may have
Because
missed that on one of my
if I
turns.
do, I'm hanging out with buddy old Sandman over here who he hasn't activated much at all yet, which means he's going to get a bunch of health coming up real soon. Some of these cards that are upside down might have it on there, but I think I'm just going to go ham on him. So I'm doing a wild, and I'm going to use those 2 wilds to do these 2 actions, which means he's now susceptible to damage, and I'm going to punch him.
Awesome. Good work.
So he's down to 2. If we
Okay.
can knock him out, that'll be amazing.
Okay.
Hopefully we're playing this right. I think we are.
Yeah.
I might have made a mistake somewhere with the getting knocked out or the amount of cards in my hand, I feel like, but we'll figure that out, and I'm sure people will tell me in the comments if I made a boo-boo there.
Please tell us in the comments.
Yeah. All right,
So I've just picked up a card. And
oh, no, you're going to pick up to 4 cards after getting KO'd.
Oh, awesome. I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's why I have you here.
Okay. For something.
You are, yeah. So I've just picked up 4 cards. Nothing too exciting. I've got a wild, a move and a punch, and an alone punch.
Well, you've got a wild.
Oh, and
you're
with
with
Dr.
Doc Ock.
Octopus. So,
Can you do a punch on him?
yes.
Then that means you can do 2 punches with my punch as well.
Yes, and then I can KO him.
Yeah.
Cool, okay. You know what? I've got a punch. I won't use my wild. I'll use my wild next time. So, I'm going to put a punch there.
Well, I'll tell you what.
What?
If you can use your punch and move, that means that gives me extra options on my next turn as well. Because
Okay.
I might not be next to someone on the next turn.
That's cool. I'll change my card. So I now have a punch and a move. So I'm going to use
2
your
punches?
previous wild to knock him out.
Yeah.
And my punch.
Boom!
And
He's
then I'm
out.
going to move...
So,
Where should I move to?
well, what's his locations? You may move to any location. Oh, these get to go as well now.
Oh, yep.
You may move to any location. You may rescue 1 civilian.
I think I might go here, rescue 1 civilian,
Yeah.
just because that's getting overcrowded, just in
Yeah,
case.
it's a
Because
good
if he
idea.
needs to move twice,
Yeah,
then, you know.
it's a good idea. Thinking ahead, I like it. So now our good friends have 4 cards left.
Wow, okay.
So we're pretty close to end game.
The circle is filling.
Yeah. Now Craven's still in the game. Electro is not. Dr. Octopus is not. Sorry. So Craven's still in the game. These 2 aren't. Sandman is in the game. So Craven and Sandman are going next, and they're moving twice. So that's Craven first.
Hello, Craven. Welcome.
Now this is an interesting thing. He's on your area. Does
Yep.
that mean he attacks you twice or me? What's the wording here? Deal 2 damage to the first lone hero going clockwise from Craven's location.
Ooh,
you think that
that's
means
you.
that's me, isn't
From
it?
Craven's location.
Yeah.
So I'm safe because I'm in Times Square
I think
with
he's
him,
punching me
hiding
twice.
from him.
Yeah. So I have the cards. If I had used this, you can't take damage. That would have been helpful.
Yeah.
I don't think I want that card though. It doesn't do. I'm gonna get rid of these 2. I think. Yeah.
I'm getting very antsy. It's coming to the end.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. And did he put a guy down yet? He doesn't, has he?
No.
But luckily, we don't overflow because of your wonderful move just then.
Lovely. And the other guy was
Sandman. So he's
okay.
got to move twice.
Yep.
There's no one to damage there.
Yep.
But it overflows.
Great.
Yeah.
okay.
That's horrible. And he gets another health.
So we have 2 cards left.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's looking a bit bleak, not gonna lie.
okay.
But let's see how this game ends, shall we?
So you're first?
I'm next, yeah.
Yep.
So I draw a card and I've got lots of heroic action. Good old Vision loves being heroic.
But look at my previous card as well. You can move and you can punch.
I can. Who's susceptible to damage? Mysterio is not. And Sandman is too far away.
I'm trying to think of, see, your cards are not helpful to me.
Yeah.
Actually,
So,
they might be.
I think
So
what I'm
you've
gonna
got
do.
2. What are you doing with that?
So I think I'm just gonna clear up things a little bit. So I'm gonna take these 2 guys off
Okay.
and punch one of these guys. No? You thinking
Just
otherwise?
stand by.
But what am I
because
gonna do?
You've got to move.
Oh, I've got to actually.
Move. So you
I can
over
move.
there and use your 2 heroics.
Well, I can use my 2 heroics on there to clear this up a bit because they're coming this way now.
Yeah, but what about opening this up?
He's too far away from me to get to him. I can't get to him. So at least I can do my punch on him.
Oh, sorry.
And yeah, sorry, yeah. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm doing my punch on him. So that brings him 1 down. We're not going to get there, but we can be hopeful.
And you still took away those heroic actions?
I did the heroic actions already.
Why don't you just put them on here?
Oh, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. So if
We work great as a team. Teamwork.
We do. So if I put these two guys back.
Yeah, don't worry about those guys.
Yeah, we're just gonna waste more of their cards. That's fine, but that clears this up.
Because then, the only reason I said that,
Show me what you got.
I can move and punch.
Yeah.
So if I come over here, I can move and punch him for one.
Yeah.
And then my heroic actions, I can remove these two, yeah?
You can move a civilian.
I can remove a civilian, so I'll save a civilian.
Yeah.
Better than nothing.
Cool, cool.
Okay.
Right, so then it's their turn.
2 cards left.
One of their 2 cards left. And we're moving Sandman and Craven. We're not together. They're moving once clockwise. Thank you. So Sandman's first. And he's going to get another health.
Yep.
And Craven's moving to us. And he ends the game.
Oh no.
Because he fills us up because we're not by ourselves. Overflow.
Oh, that was pretty close. I think we did very well.
Look, for 2 players, I think we did very, very well. We had all of them except for Craven susceptible to danger by the end of that. We hadn't opened up anything on him, which something that we could have maybe tried to concentrate on a bit more. But getting those KOs regularly or getting overflows.
That's my fault.
Oh, that's okay. That's what happens in this game though. You try to concentrate on one thing, you let something else lapse and it makes it a lot harder. So there you have it. It's definitely in line with the experience most people are having. It is a very, very challenging game. But would you agree it's not challenging in the way that it's not fun? It's so challenging that it makes it a lot more fun and on edge, and it gives you enough hope that you think you're going to be able to finish it.
Yeah, look, my confidence at the start was like 1%, but throughout the game I was getting very excited. I think we were doing very well.
Yeah.
I think we need to focus on Sandman next because he's the one that gains life.
He is.
Which is very annoying.
But you can only really focus on who you're close to, you know what I mean? You can't always pick and choose who you're attacking.
I think I also need to focus on KOing less.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great.
Sorry.
But once again, maybe we did something wrong and put too many cards down. Let us know in the comments if you think we could have done something better. I'd love to hear how your games went. Thanks for watching.